Located just off the square in the heart of San Marcos, the Fire Station Studios specialize in recording live bands and ensembles. Established in 1985, the studio has played host to dozens of legendary acts, such as Stevie Ray Vaughan and Doug Sahm. The studio's recording facilities are state-of-the-art.
Our main tracking room out here in the A room is just a phenomenal sounding room. And it's kind of a weird thing to wrap your head around, like a room sounding good, but it does. It just helps everything sound better.
The university's sound recording technology program has adopted safety protocols because of the pandemic.
Just due to social distancing and wanting to keep groups to a minimum, it's become more and more difficult to bring full acts in here.
However, as COVID restrictions ease, small bands are again eager to use the space and equipment that the Fire Station Studios have to offer. Recording a live album in studio, local band Blue Water Highway has taken advantage of the space's convenient location and state-of-the-art facilities.
Funny man, funny man, funny man, funny man.
Texas State alumnus and band leader Zach Kibido says that the studio holds a special place in the band's history.
3 of us in the band, myself, Catherine, Kyle, went to Texas State University, and we used to spend some late nights here at the Fire Station Studios.
The Fire Station Studios will continue to serve musicians who want to record in a professional setting. For Bobcat Update, I'm John Daves. With bars and music venues closed in response to the coronavirus pandemic, Central Texas musicians are finding new ways to make ends meet. While some musicians have shifted their focus to writing and recording, others have come up with new ways to play live music. Guitarist of local band Blue Water Highway, Greg Essington, says that virtual, live-streamed concerts have provided the band an opportunity to connect with fans safely.
We do these weekly live streams on a place called stageit.com, and we did that probably from about middle of March to middle of August.
Because of online platforms such as StageIt, bands have been able to stream live concerts and receive donations from fans. While not entirely comparable to a live, in-person event, virtual concerts provide musicians with a way to interact with and play for hundreds of loyal fans, all from the safety of their own homes. Blue Water Highway lead singer Zach Kibido says the pandemic presents a challenge, but creative solutions offer relief.
We did a show at a drive-in in Austin that cars pulled up and we played live on the stage.
With vaccinations on the horizon, local musicians remain hopeful that their traditional means of work will soon return. For Bobcat Update, I'm John Daves. Texas is home to 15 major rivers and over 3,000 waterways. Few are as pristine as the San Marcos River. Rising from a natural spring in the city of San Marcos, Texas, this river spans across the edge of the hill country for 75 miles before finally feeding into the Guadalupe River. For residents of San Marcos and those in the surrounding area, the river is a refuge during the spring and summer months from the oppressive heat of Central Texas. College students, locals, and out-of-towners flock to the river every year to swim, tube, and kayak the crystal clear water. But with an influx of people comes an influx of litter. Each year, thousands of pounds of trash are retrieved from the San Marcos River. Cans, glass bottles, deflated tubes, and plastic are the most common items found near the river's headwaters in San Marcos, typically left over from partygoers and beer drinkers. But some local communities are stepping up to combat the challenge. The Eyes of the San Marcos River is a local Facebook page founded in 2013 by Zach Halfin.
My name's Zach Halfin. I am a horticulturalist by education and trade. About 2013 or 2012, City of New Braunfels passed a can ban.
Disposable cans are banned in the Comal and Guadalupe rivers. Now, the ban applies to those stretches of the river within city limits.
Whereas that had historically been the real popular river for people that wanted to go get drunk on the river, that's where they would go. It shifted a lot of the traffic to the San Marcos River outside of town. The litter associated with this huge influx of people became pretty absurd. Groups of 10 to 40 of us would go down and on a holiday weekends, typically 4th of July, Memorial Day, Labor Day, Float Fest, or whatever other big events are going down on that section of river, and we'd set up shop and do our thing.
Since the establishment of the group in 2013, it has grown to almost 6,000 members.
People didn't really realize how much people in the city valued the river, and then we made this public forum, and it's not elitist, not like you have to pay to be part of it. It's a free thing. Just come watch, and if you want to have say, join as an actual member. But as far as a public discussion, I love it, man. It's great.
The San Marcos River stretches some 75 miles outside of town, meandering east through several smaller towns. In San Marcos, the city government, combined with local efforts, are able to maintain the river's natural beauty. However, downriver, the river is wilder and less manicured, making the problem of litter much harder to deal with.
We go to the spots that are outside of the realms of the other organizations that have state or county funding.
Members of the Facebook group have launched cleanup campaigns in these vulnerable areas, some even going as far as Luling, a town some 25 miles outside of San Marcos.
On sections where there's recreation, you see a specific type of trash. It's beer cans and mainly alcohol-related stuff. The last Float Fest they had, I recycled over a ton of aluminum, 50,000 beer cans or something like that.
Though the problem of trash on this river isn't going away anytime soon, dedicated members of the community will continue to work hard to keep the San Marcos River beautiful.
Keep it tidy, because if you keep it tidy, it stays tidier. Like, people don't tend to litter in an area that doesn't already have litter, but once there's the beer can, then the next beer can's a lot easier for somebody to say, like, oh, whatever, and then it piles up from there. If we're gonna have this as a resource that we let everybody come visit, we're gonna have to clean up after.